and welcome to today's show. We're here discussing the proposed pay-as-you-throw program. Today I have with me Acting Town Administrator Tim McInerney, and I have Doreen DeFazio from the Grafton Recycling Committee. And first, Tim would like to tell us a little bit more about this program. Tim?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having us. We appreciate coming on and talking about the pay-as-you-throw program. Grafton has had many financial difficulties, as we all know, the whole state, the whole country. We looked at pay-as-you-throw as an option to enhance recycling services and to pay for the trash disposal at the curb. So we're here today to give a brief overview. I'm glad you invited us on and could ask us some questions relative to that. The goal of this program is to share with the people in town what we're proposing in order to generate feedback and questions and try to provide insight into why we're proposing a pay-as-you-throw program.
Okay, excellent. All right, well, I've got some questions here for you. Let's kick it right off.
Okay.
Can you give the Grafton viewers and residents an overview of the pay-as-you-throw program, please?
The trash program here is, first I must say that recycling in this community is very strong. We want it to be stronger, and I think that's the main thrust of this whole thing. For a cost perspective for the budget, this is probably the third most expensive line item within the budget. It's over $1 million a year. Next to, obviously, personnel is our first cost, health insurance is our second. This is probably our third biggest expenditure out of the budget. So it's important to realize that that cost is real and something that the community values and thinks it's important. And we wanted to enhance the program and treat it as a utility and try to get people to pay as you throw, and that's the program we've come up with.
Okay. How will the bag pay-as-you-throw program work?
Basically, everything will stay the same as it is now.
Okay.
The only difference is you'll go to local convenience stores, gas stations, what have you. We'll pick distribution points where people will buy these green bags that'll be just for the trash, the household trash that people generate.
Okay, okay. How much do these green bags for the pay-as-you-throw program cost?
We're looking at two sizes, and Doreen can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 75 cents for a 15-gallon regular household trash bag, and then a 33-gallon, which is $1.50.
Okay.
And we'll sell them in rolls of 5.
We'll sell them in rolls of 5, yes.
Okay, great. Is it possible for Grafton residents to put the bags into the regular trash barrels?
Absolutely. Okay. They can put them into regular trash barrels. We actually encourage that because of, you know, just like putting out regular trash bags with animals and everything in town, it's going to be better if people put them in. Now, if there's a bag that's not a pay-as-you-throw bag thrown in, the hauler won't take it. They'll just leave that one behind. But we will encourage people to put them into their bins.
Okay, great. Keep them from animal attacks.
Right.
Okay. So what do you say to Grafton residents who possibly concerned that the bags are not going to be as strong as the ones that you would buy, you know, at the supermarket?
We can answer that if you like.
We've actually gotten a lot of feedback, and that's been a big concern of residents.
Okay.
And we have been working with DEP and heard you know, about people who are now Grafton residents living in other towns that had pay-as-you-throw programs. This was a big problem for them. And so we want to assure everybody that we're working on getting a bag that's stronger than the other bags that are used in pay-as-you-throw. So.
And as we just touched on just a minute ago, people are concerned about animals, so having a strong bag is probably something that is going to help with that as well. Any other things about animals or strength of the bags you want to touch on? Or
just overall, I mean, the mill level, you know, will be consistent with, you know, a Glad bag that you get from the store. We're not going to have cheap bags. They cost us about 15 cents to manufacture per bag, so it's on par with what other bags in grocery stores will cost.
Excellent.
You won't have the leaf quality bag you know, pay a buck a bag for, or whatever it would be at Lowe's or Sam's or Home Depot.
Right. But something the quality you would expect from a normal kitchen bag that people are using now.
Okay, excellent. I'm sure this is going to be a big question. Is there going to be a senior discount for the pay-as-you-throw program?
Right now there isn't, but the way pay-as-you-throw is based, you know, the more you throw away, the more you'll pay. So if you use one bag a week, it's going to cost you 75 cents.
Right.
If you use two, it costs you $1.50. So some are going to use more, some are going to use less. Some we get charged from a tipping fee, which is $70 a ton. Might be a little more than that now, but
It's going to
when we
be
go forward,
it's going to be $70 a ton July 1st. Right now it's 68, I think so.
So we pay per ton. So the average trash bag might be 15, 30 pounds, give or take, probably maximum 40 if you really stuffed it full.
Okay.
So, you know, depending on how much weight is in the bag is going to be how much we actually pay for tippage.
Okay.
So we're hoping there's some money in there. If people do have a real problem and they're, you know, they meet eligibility criteria with the assessor's office and so forth, we'll find a way to get them a roll of bags so they can take part in the program. But the program is voluntary. If you choose not to participate, you don't have to participate.
Okay. I think we touched on this a little bit, but so there's going to be many locations around town where people can purchase these pay-as-you-throw bags?
Yes.
Yes.
Supermarkets,
Yep.
convenience stores.
And we're going to try very hard to make it as convenient for everybody too, by having a store in South Grafton, North Grafton, a couple in the center of town on Worcester Street. So people who are buying bags at locations around town, it's probably going to be available there.
Okay. Excellent. I'm sure people are happy to know that they can get them everywhere. I mean, they don't want to have to go driving all over town just to find a bag, so it's convenient for them. Let's see. I'm sure people are going to be wondering where and how can they dispose of bulk items that are not going to fit in one of these regular pay-as-you-throw bags?
The program we currently have, they can go to the website, they can call. The same process that they go through now will still be in effect. So if it's, I think it might be 3 or 4 items a year are free through Central Mass Disposal, which we pay for obviously in the collection costs, but if people call and schedule that, they'll be picked up just as they are today for those bulky items.
Okay. The other thing is the recycling committee is working on having a clean-out day before the pay-as-you-throw program goes into effect. So we're hoping to be announced the date of having a day where everybody can bring these bulk items and other items up where they'll you know, be taken at that time before we start the program.
Excellent.